Welcome to this Batchat25t replay here on Prokhorovka. We've got the pleasure of watching PoIestar from the TDU clan playing this battle, and PoIestar has sent me battles in the past, and he sent me this one, and it's a really solid match actually in the 25t. I've got the Batchat myself as well. It's a vehicle that's used in Clan Wars still quite a lot because it's got really nice view range, and the autoloader is really pretty powerful if you use it correctly. But the reload is slightly long because this tank is balanced according to the old world of tanks where autoloaders needed to have atrocious DPM to compensate. But nowadays autoloaders have got the same DPM as single shot tanks mostly. So the Batchat actually should probably get a buff to its DPM as well, but that's not the only problem this vehicle has. The other problem it has is a low ammo count. It's only got 30 shots of ammo, which isn't that much for an autoloader, because especially if you take speculative shots, you will run out of ammo quite a bit. PoIestar gets spotted here and needs to stay safe from enemy tanks in the middle. That IS-3 is looking at him very angrily, because that's what enemy tanks can actually do here. They can shoot you from the middle. Before actually, it still is pretty easy to shoot people here from the middle. The map has changed a little bit, not too much, but I mean, PoIestar is putting some really nice rounds in here in the WZ. He is doing some spotting damage as well, which is good. Not much yet, but the spotting damage starts to rack up. 922 already. Enemy IS-3 is looking at him because the Type 59 is not actually putting enough pressure up on that IS-3 to prevent him from poking up, which is annoying. If you're in that position that Type 59 is in, you should just keep putting fire in the IS-3. You don't need to pen him, you just need to scare him away. You need to basically spot him and just fire at him to let him know that he's being watched. PoIestar here is being a little bit risky. I mean, you're a top tier tank, so you can afford to take a hit or two, but you really don't want to be doing that, and his team should actually be firing at that Batchat. I don't know what the Type 59 is doing in that position, but he's not very useful for his team at the moment. He's not shooting, and he's not actually putting pressure on the IS-3. Here PoIestar unfortunately bounces one shot. He did pen one on the Tiger 2, so that's at least he did some damage. And now he is actually, oh, he tracked the Tiger 2 again. That's a really nice and solid shot. That's really good. Double tracking. We saw the Tiger 2 get tracked earlier, so he did use his repair kit, so now he was basically just hopeless. And it's nice that the enemy team actually gives PoIestar, at least so far, the opportunity to just reload casually, and they're not pushing there. And IS-3, I don't know what he's doing here, but he's losing all his HP for nothing. I mean, you are a heavy tank, but you're not that good. Or IS-3. It's actually a T10. It looks like an IS-3 from the back, that's my excuse. But now the enemy Batchat is actually here. He spots PoIestar. IS-3 is still aiming here because the Type 59 is full health and failing to put up pressure in the middle. I mean, why would you even go to the middle if you're not going to do anything useful in this match? So the only thing PoIestar can do now is just stay behind these ridges so he doesn't get shot by the IS-3 and try to actually do some damage. He managed to pen the Samoa SM, and that's actually a pretty nice premium tank, but it's got a paper turret, so yeah, just shoot the turret and you'll be fine. The Type 59 is still not putting pressure up. He did lose all his HP. I really wonder how. Probably the Borsig on the hill. Enemy IS-3 here is looking, and this is a I would not take these speculative shots with a Batchat25t. But yeah, he did take that shot. He's got 2 shots left, but he's still getting shot at, which is a little bit annoying. IS-3 is still just poking up, shooting, and there's probably a Rev next to him as well. He's by himself at the moment because his friendly tank here, the Prokhorovka, actually pulls back. The Prokhorovka is being shot at. The Borsig is moved up now. and he wasn't actually spotted, which is quite nice, but yeah, he paid for that. So now, oh, we've got the Batchat here, but PoIestar is still reloading. He doesn't spot that guy actually, but now he actually gets spotted, and there's another Batchat there as well. This is a little bit sour. PoIestar is still reloading. IS-3 in the middle though. Finally the Type 59 did his job and took out the IS-3 in the middle, and PoIestar is nearly reloaded. He can actually clip that Batchat because he can do 1800 average damage per clip, and IS-3 is no longer in the middle. So I personally would be a bit more aggressive here. WZ actually side scraping here and actually bounces a shot. That was a little bit unfortunate for PoIestar, but the enemy Batchat is a good player, and he's already gone from the hill. He knows what it's about. So PoIestar here does a smart thing, pulls back, reloads, because that Batchat is already going to the other side probably of the map, and PoIestar actually seems to be doing the same. He pulls back, a friendly Batchat is up there, so he can keep an eye on the hill, and then PoIestar can do some work on a little bit of a different flank. And it's always good to keep the enemy guessing, to not be in the same location too long, because you become predictable and people can easily counter you. So PoIestar here is just going a bit around to see if he can do something here, see if he can shoot something, and that was a bit of a risky shot, because you don't want to be doing that with a Batchat gun. And now the enemy Batchat here is charging, and PoIestar actually manages to hit that shot. He's got 3 shots left, so 390 damage, so 3 times 400. He can do 1200 damage to the Batchat, and the Batchat has 1250 HP. So it's going to be a tough one if his friendly Batchat doesn't actually go in. So let's hope he does. And his friendly Batchat actually does the right thing, and now they can double tap this guy, take him out, and he reloads, and he's got 8 shots now of the regular ammo at 5 heat. There was nothing more spotted on this hill, and he needs to actually start helping his team, because the 13105 just took out the Type 59, and there's only 3 tanks on his team left. So yeah, you got the light tank there, and you can bet that most of the enemy will be on the road. So what will happen now, I wonder. Light tank doesn't seem inclined to actually poke over. Actually, I had it wrong. I said the Batchat was a good player, but it's actually the 13105 that's a good player. So yeah, the 13105 is not poking over. WZ takes care of the SU-101, who was he? Yep, he was stupid enough to think that he could actually go after a light tank. That's people like this. It just makes you wonder how they ever got to tier 8 playing like that. But yeah, this is pretty dire. It's 2 versus 6, which is very unfortunate. 5 shots in a clip. PoIestar puts a really nice shot into that guy. T124 is coming in, and he needs to decap, but he also needs to keep range from the T124. But the problem is there's 2 more TDs somewhere, and they're probably on the road, because otherwise he would have been shot from the hill. He unfortunately got spotted here by the T124, it seems. He's got 37 seconds left on the cap, so he cannot afford... Oh, and there's the ISU, and this is a massive problem. Well, it is a massive problem because he's spotted. There's still 22 seconds on the cap and 18 seconds. He's never going to reload in time. So let's hope that friendly Batchat25t actually has shots to decap, because otherwise this is going to be a shitty match. But that's a really nice twist. The friendly Batchat does have a shot, but he is up on the ridge. Why? Why would you do that? Why? You can just stay safe. You can just pop 1 shot in the WZ and then stay safe. Why in God's name did the friendly Batchat go up on the ridge? There was no need to do that. Oh, this is a nice farm there, but unfortunately PoIestar had only 3 regular shots left. So he's down to his last clip actually, and it's heat ammo, and heat ammo is temperamental. Higher tier heat ammo, you basically, if you hit the tracks, you're fucked. If you hit spaced armor, you're fucked. If you come up against a reasonably sloped armored tank, you're screwed. So it's got a lot of drawbacks. It has got 330 pen, I think, on this one as well. Yeah, it does. But yeah, it has a lot of drawbacks as well. WZ is out in the open. And this, you do not want to be auto-aiming. I mean, that is a little bit of a mistake. I would not auto-aim in that situation, because you've only got 3 shots and you may need to make sure that you don't hit any tracks or shit. So yeah, I would have personally aimed that shot, because he wasn't spotted, so there was no risk in just aiming that shot and taking it. But it's 2 versus 3 now, so the odds have been pulled back really well. But yeah, it was stupid of the friendly Batchat to take all that damage for nothing. If he had actually just stuck behind the ridge, he would still be full HP, and this would have been a lot easier fight than it is now. So again, PoIestar is not staying in one location being predictable. He's just going across this road to see if he can actually spot the enemy TD somewhere, because there's still 2 TDs. And then, is that guy disconnected? Yeah, he's disconnected, but this is dangerous, PoIestar, because the T110E4... Ooh. I wouldn't fire, I wouldn't fire. Oh, Batchat, yeah, the last thing you need to do now is miss your shots. PoIestar is just keeping this guy lit, but the problem is he is spotted, and the T110E4... Oh man, this Batchat player, instead of just using a double bush so he doesn't get spotted, he actually got spotted farming an AFK 263 and gets taken out. I mean, this little match here, this Batchat is giving me just a little bit of brain damage, just a little bit, because that play is wrong on so many levels. This could have actually been such an easy fight if he just not lost his HP and didn't get killed. Yeah, of course they see you. You fire and you stand in the middle of the road. Oh god. So yeah, now it's just PoIestar up against 3 enemy tanks. One is AFK, which is good, but you've still got the T110E4 and you've got the Prokhorovka, and he's only got 2 shots left, which is really, really sad. 7.4k damage though, 2.5k spotting is nothing to joke about. But yeah, we'll have to see where the enemy is. This shot connects, which is really good, but where's the T110E4? T110E4 isn't spotted, so PoIestar goes here, and the T110E4 probably made his way somewhere to the road, I would imagine, or to the middle, or via the middle to the road. But yeah, you never know. He can be here actually. It's a bit risky, and he's actually there, and this is an issue because he's only got 1 shot there. T110E4 doesn't know that, of course. But yeah, you got these spots where RT can camp till the end of the match, and TDs can use those spots as well, which is just stupid map design. Shouldn't really be present that depth there. But T110E4 is super aggressive. He knows he can actually take a shot, and he takes out PoIestar, and that's unfortunately the end of this match. So yeah, let's take a look at the results, shall we? So PoIestar finally managed to get this Batchat25t ace. Unfortunately it was a defeat, but it was a really solid match nonetheless. He played really quite well actually. He made a little bit of a mistake auto-aiming that heat shot, but stuff like that, I mean, under the stress of the situation, that just slips in. So all in all, really well played. He did get a tank sniper because he did a lot of engagement at range, and he managed to get a top gun, which is really quite nice as well. Basic XP is shitty because it's a loss, but it's still full XP though. 7,600 damage, which is really quite good. And 2,500 spotting as well, so that makes 10k combined, which of course is enough for an ace tanker. And we see here he actually managed to get this and this. So even though his basic speed was shitty for his achievements and his heroic last stand, he actually managed to get full XP. So What is this? This is something like 1200 or 1300 base XP, I think. Yeah, that's about right. So with the achievements, so that's actually that's a really respectable score. I've personally not managed to ace my Batchat yet, but then again, I hardly ever play it. But it was nice seeing this match, and yeah, PoIestar, you played really well. So I hope you all enjoyed this replay. If you did, feel free to like it and subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.